So Virgo, your week commencing the 4th of August forecast sees a bit of a paradox. You've had Mars in your sign for the last 6 weeks, which has given you a lot of thrust and perhaps desire to assert your individuality. But that's had to compete with your ruler Mercury in retrograde, along with the Sun in the sign of Leo, which for you is a more sheltered psychological area. And yet in a very potentially fortunate way, you've got Venus and Jupiter about to align at the end of this week in the 11th house, which can, through your connections to others, bring some good news, perhaps some joyful connections, perhaps a lovely date. But that 12th house energy is still there. And of course, we have the full moon at the end of this week. At work, if you're not really enjoying it that much, just be mindful that there could be someone who's observing your every mood. Now, you're someone who doesn't usually miss a trick, but someone could be just as analytical as you. So make sure that you're concentrating. Don't give them anything to seize upon. But then Mars moves out of your sign on Wednesday into the second house. You could have quite an intense discussion, and it could be about money over the next few days. It may be in that professional situation. Maybe it's not money, maybe it's about value, maybe it's about feeling appreciated. If you are connected to something where you're putting a lot of effort in, you're investing a lot, but not feeling you're getting much back, your frustration about that can be very strong. But one of the prompts of Mars moving into the second house is that his link to Pluto and Uranus suggests that when it comes to your work, if it isn't really making you feel that happy, challenge that part of you that does like to stick with a degree of metronomic order. So the pattern that appeals to you in your life could be seeing you stay with something you know, when really Uranus in particular is urging you to break out and do something that's very different. You can still use your accumulated experiences, but you may need to apply them in a fresh, imaginative way. If you do that, your income could increase over the next 6 weeks. If you resist it and focus on the politics that are going on at the present time, you may feel a bit wearisome, especially if there is that lack of appreciation. But as I say, that connection between Venus and Jupiter, which starts to really mount towards its peak in the week following this one, could bring some real serendipity, and it may be one friend who's going to really lift you. And if you are single, definitely could be the potential for some kind of very special connection.